Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and
Here's Fields. And this is incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that really mess up your averages.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On fourth down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
On one. Ready?
Walker now on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Fields throw here into the hands of Jones. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 6. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Fields. He'll find Jones again, complete. Second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Fields. Complete to Jones. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Again, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
And how about the work on the ground to start the drive? 2 big-time runs. This one 19 yards and another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Walker with another carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Off play action, Fields. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Joseph Osai able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow steps away to his left. And he's out right at the 25. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Jones on the return. Oh, able to avoid it. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's good. For our Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll run on the draw. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Fields. A quick throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Throwing again is Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now it's Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Pushing through the contact. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 2nd and 8. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jerry Jeudy laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bears are back within a score. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out. And they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And that one makes it 14-7. after the touchdown. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 10. Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back to Walker on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, it's Walker. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Burrow changing things up here. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Levante David. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Fields looking downfield for Jones. Here's a diving catch right side. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Burrow will throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Those are the kids that you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second down at the 17-yard line.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Fields. And a quick throw here that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
36-yard line.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Complete right side to Hyatt. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Looking Hyatt's way once again. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Completed to Hyatt. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd down and 6 now. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 42.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throw left side complete to Chase. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This is 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, it's Walker. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Walker, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Fields. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On 1st and 10, Chavez. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now they try the right side here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. He connects with Hyatt. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Chicago, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.